Right, hello and welcome back to Kernet EXP. Today we're going to have a look around an old mining site. So we've got to try and cross the road, which is going to be a bit awkward, folks. Let's try it, shall we? Okay, we're over. So we are in Camborne, in Cornwall, and this area was known as Holmans of Camborne, and it was a massive manufacturing area which manufactured things for the mining industry, such as compressors, steam engines, mechanical bits and pieces. So let's continue as we go down here. Right, so further down the road now, that big building to the right there, that's the old council offices, which is set to be sold or demoed. So we're going to be doing a drone flight over that, hopefully. Right, so a couple of members of the crew will remember what this building used to be here. This used to be the painting and decorating building for Cornwall College back in the early 90s. And today it's some kind of restaurant or something along those lines. I don't really know which, to be fair, but we're not here for that. So yeah, actually just keep stepping over it just briefly again. Painting, decorating, where that massive door is there, that's where we used to hang out with washing the brushes out and what have you. So we've got a typical Cornish engine house here. We've got a winder here, which was reinstalled a few years ago. I think it was destined to be scrapped. So they actually, I don't know if it was Cornwall Council or whatever, but it was bought and saved and put back where it is, or where it was originally. So this here is a Cornish boiler, and these are all over the world in many forms. The Lancashire boiler is a development of the Cornish boiler. Rather than having one fire tube, as you see there, the Lanky had two. So therefore it was reputedly a lot better than the Cornish boiler, but we won't have that down here in Cornwall, folks. We'll always say that the Cornish boiler is always best, you know. Right, I've got to watch out for dog shit around. There you go, winding drums, and the steam engine, which was on top, obviously was scrapped long ago, but it was probably made by Holmans of Camborne, which is just around the corner, folks. So you can see the wire rope still. They actually put some wire rope wrapped around it, I believe, is it? Yeah, still original wire rope. I bet that's still good to go now, even. So we've got inside the winding drums here. It's amazing, isn't it, really, that it's all still here. I think what we will do a moment is we will do the thing that we like to do, and that is put one of our disposable Kernet EXP stickers there, folks. Oh yeah, got to be done, isn't it? Let's have a look at this winder a bit more in detail. So, just wandering around, making sure I don't step in any dog shit, which I don't really want to do that. Not really, folks. Not really the thing to be doing, is it? Stepping in dog's doo-doo. Not really. There you go, folks. Sticker is there. Oh yeah. Right, so let's get back to the job in hand. Getting a bit sidetracked, don't I? Which is not terribly good. Right, so we got here, look. We've got a part of a rising main, which was probably cast here at Holmans. I don't know if that's original to the site or what, but it's clearly been broken at the end there. Right, the engine house. Let's have a look at the engine house, shall we? This engine house is known as a pumping engine house, and it was used for pumping water out of the shaft. Now the shaft in question, right, was right here. So here we go. So I actually remember this shaft actually being open, and they capped it a good few years ago, of course. But you can still see there's a little tunnel there. That tunnel, I believe, was used for the water when they pumped it up to surface, and it went into that there, and then possibly out to the local stream and out to the ocean, basically. Now, I'm not saying that is it, but it does look like it. Now, I actually climbed inside of that many years ago with my mates Chris and David, and another mate that is not with us anymore, Paul, and we actually climbed inside there. I think it would be a nice little touch just to poke one's head in and have a little nosy. I'm actually standing over the shaft right now. I know it's there because I remember seeing it. But there, look at that, folks. Look at that. Yeah, I remember going in there. Chris and David, do you remember that? That's a long time ago, isn't it? A long, long time ago. Right, the engine house. Now, this is called the cataracts. We're inside the cataracts right now. This is where all the weights and pulleys and what have you would have been back in the day. And you would have had a little ladderway probably coming down from down the side there, up there. And you would have came down here and made sure all the pulleys and the weights were all oiled. So you've got these two gashes here, look, folks. Now, there would have been two iron bars in there originally, which would have anchored down the top of the cylinder. So I think without further ado, we will go the other side of the engine house now, and we will, I don't know if we can go around this way or no, talk about the engine house. Yes, we can. Look, here we go. That's about that. Right. So you've got cement wash on that. So I should imagine all the bottom of this would have been cement washed, but inside definitely was. So the window there, look, see the little iron bars there? They're probably for electricity or something like that. You can still see the ghost of where the window was, and it's all been pulled out, which is what happens to these engine houses. There is one or two engine houses around which we know of that have got the window frame still in situ, which I think is amazing. Right, so we're making our way inside now. So here we go. This is known as a driving floor. Now, this is where we've got an original blanking plate there. That's helped to hold to keep it together, basically. Right, so this is called the driving floor. The reason for that is because the controls to the engine would have been at this level, probably where I am here now, actually, more than likely. So this massive granite coin you got there, that is where the cylinder of the engine would have been. And looking at that, probably a 60 inch, 70 inch cylinder, possibly. You can actually see, if you look carefully, you can see, look, see that line there which goes around in a half circle? That's actually chiseled out to accommodate where the cylinder was, folks. That's amazing, isn't it? And you can still see there's one hole there, there's one over there which is obliterated, and there's another two over there. They would have been the holding down bolts to hold all the cylinder in position. So this is the driving floor. Now, above the driving floor you've got the middle chamber, which you can just make out. There is a little bit of whitewashing still on the walls here, which is amazing, really, after probably 70, 80, 90 years of it being like this. And then above that you've got the top chamber, and that's where the bob would have been, and the bob would have went on top of that wall there. As I've said many times before, that wall there is called the bob wall, and it's the thickest wall in the engine house. So if you look at the thickness of the window, look at the thickness of the wall there, then you look at the plug doorway there, look at the thickness of that. It's like double the thickness. So yeah, really good. This engine, when it was here, would have worked 24 hours a day, non-stop, folks, basically to pump the water out. Water is a barrier. That barrier needs to be removed to allow the miners to work deep underground. So this is the original entrance into the engine house, as we can see. Right, so do hope you enjoyed that, folks. We're going to be back again real soon. We're going to do another series on Cornish engine houses because we know quite a bit about it, because we used to work and volunteer at a local site. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers and God. Right, so that's the end of today's video here in Camborne. We've flown above the council offices, we've done a tour of the engine house behind me. So we're going to be doing another series of this eventually, folks, incorporating quite a few different mine sites here in Cornwall, which there's loads. But of course the most populated mining site in the whole of Cornwall is Camborne and Redroof, where I'm kind of from, Redroof, like, you know. So yeah, anyway, hope you liked it. Don't forget to smash the like button, and we'll see you next time. Cheers and God.